Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten. I have another Trump update for you. This is about what's going to happen between now and the end of the week, or the end of the month, June 22nd through the end of the month, for around the Manafort trial, right, and how that it's going to affect Trump. Please make sure to hit the like button. Please make sure to subscribe, share my videos with as many people as you can. Anyone who supported Soulight Hypnotherapy, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. I work really hard on these readings. They take a lot of energy, and I put a lot into them. With me, I may not get you like 10 readings a week. It's not quantity, it's quality. So please make sure you support Soulight. There's a donate button on the home page and order your personal readings from me. Okay, that being said, oh, one more thing. I did have someone comment that my readings are getting darker as of late. And yes, I am. They are getting darker. And yes, I am feeling the anxiety. And maybe I'm sharing that with you guys. I'm reading closer to the date. I'm reading closer to the week, to the month. And from that perspective, things look scary. And I can only tell you what I see in the cards. If I'm reading to a time frame, then that's what I'm going to see in the cards. So I'm not trying to freak you out, and I'm not trying to negate any old predictions of my own by what I'm saying in a close-up reading that's happening now, right? I just want you to understand that. And what I think that the public also needs to know about tarot is prediction. It's reading the energy at a certain date in time, but that energy can change, it can be molded, it can be changed through decisions and choices and strong willpower. So there is nothing that is set in stone, and there are no predictions that are ever going to be super perfect all the time. And you guys got to give us readers a break on that, okay? And don't hold that against us, because that is the nature of prediction. All right, so you check yourself on that. All right, so that being said, let's begin. This is Manafort's column. This is the investigations column. This is Trump's column. And this is outside events that will affect Trump this week or come up this week in this column, all right? And then the Sibillas are the clarifiers. So we have the Seven of Cups. This represents Manafort, clarified by the messenger card. So this is telling me that Manafort is really confused about what to do. He's considering his options. He may be trying to make a deal or negotiate a deal, or perhaps the investigation is making a deal, because we have the Page of Cups, which is an offer, right? So it could be coming from the investigation's end. At the end of the day, it ends with the investigation. So any offer or deal that is proposed by whomever, the investigation ends up turning it down. There's back and forth, and there may be some modification, or what is offered turns out to be not what was agreed upon. Turns out to be a lie, okay? A fabrication on Manafort's part. So it gets turned down by the investigation or by Mueller's team. I feel like Manafort may be making some kind of announcement, or a big announcement might be made about Manafort this week. It's going to change and affect the reality of the rest of his life. He's going to be speaking through his lawyers or a mediator, as I said, to negotiate some kind of deal, which will end up being turned down by Mueller's team. So these are the final negotiations that are going to be taking place right before the trial begins. Mueller's team is going to be saying no go, and Manafort thought that he had a lot of options, and he's going to come to find out very shortly with the Four of Swords reversed. This is your sleep. This is your woke, and you're restless. You have to face a hardcore reality, and he's going to get his reality check in about 2 minutes. He's about to get a real reality check. With this some money card, I clarified what maybe this deal or offer that either Mueller or Manafort made. It has something to do with this summoning card, which is telling me that through modifying the deal, or through fabricating some kind of lie, Manafort or his team of lawyers is trying to buy some kind of time. And they see through that. Mueller's team sees through that. Something doesn't jibe with the timeline, perhaps, or Trump's story. There's evidence, or I think they feel that he and Trump coordinated or collaborated on some sort of lie. And what Manafort delivers is proof of that. So there's a turn down to some sort of plea bargain that might have been made. They were trying to negotiate, right? Okay. So now I look at this world card. This world card represents Trump. Again, this could be a story, a journey. So Trump's story, it's on public record, or there's some sort of proof or evidence of it. Also his rise to power, connection with the election. So what I'm trying to figure out here is what this world card means. So I clarified, and I got the Queen of Cups. She looks through this opaque piece of jewelry. She's looking at herself, and she's not seeing herself clearly because it's opaque, right? She's not getting a clear idea of what she looks like. This could also be someone who is middle-aged, who's not, you know, dealing with that she's balding and she's aging. This might be that madam. Sorry. But did you get a load of that plastic surgery on her? Come on. Come on. Too many fillers, man. Ray Liotta, Manafort, leave the fillers alone. All right. Trump told a story. It may have been, I clarified the Queen of Cups to see, because I wasn't sure who she was. And I got the conversation, which could mean a meeting or an interview. So something about a story or an interview, a world story, a world interview. This is in Trump's column. Something that he gave in the past. It doesn't jibe with a timeline. Something about what Manafort delivers, and so that's why it's turned down. And also there might be something that Manafort's team wanted from, that Mueller's team wanted from Manafort regarding connections of the election campaign to the Russians, because woman in red, Russians, woman in red, Russians. So with the world here, I feel like this is saying that Manafort and Trump discussed how to obscure facts, or what lies to tell, or how to conceal some kind of facts in regards to collusion. Can you guys see this card over here? The next card's up is connecting to this story, but it's also talking about other world events outside of Manafort. But it's all connected in the end. Collusion. My Two of Cups card is collusion in this deck. So as an outside world event, this Two of Cups might be saying, I'll come back to these cards in a little bit. I may just point to them, okay, guys? Hopefully you can see. All right. So as an outside world event that might affect Trump this week, early in the week, could be this collusion situation, or a male connection, a connection between two men, or a connection with two men and a woman. And it connects to Trump, connects to the campaign. This Two of Cups could represent many different things. Many different people could represent Stone. It could represent Cohen. It could represent Ivanka and Jared. It could represent Papadopoulos and his wife. It could represent Stone and that madam. You know, we have to leave it open to who this energy is, but it could be a person or persons in connection to the big connection, right? The collusion or conspiracy, as we're going to be calling it now. Trump shares a special connection with whomever this energy is representing, and it could be representing all of these people that I've mentioned, okay? Trump has some sort of special connection, but whatever. Right now I'm feeling like I want to talk about a man. He's got a special connection with a man that he trusts, but this man is two-faced. This man is duplicitous. We have falsita here, and the falsita is a card of blocking. You see how the cat is blocking the pantry. The pantry is the rightful property of the owner of the house, and this is supposed to be the owner's pet, right? But like a diabolical fiend that the cat, this cat is, you know, when push comes to shove, that food is going to be mine and not yours, right? I'm thinking about my self-interest before I think about you. You're just some dote who puts food in there for me. So, Trump shares some sort of special connection with this person, and this is either the attitude that Trump has about that person or the attitude that this person has about Trump. And again, I'm feeling very strongly Stone, all right? But it also can be these other people, okay? Falsita is a card about blocking, so Trump is going to be trying to perhaps block Cohen or this person, and regarding something that he feels is rightfully his. They're going to be deliberately obscuring facts, or trying to block evidence, trying to block a meeting or an interview, right? There could be a request for a meeting or an interview by the special investigation, because this is always my special friend card. So it could mean the special investigation. They may be trying to block someone interviewing with them or Trump interviewing with them by obscuring facts or details. It's the best I can make out of it. Again, we're going into a bunch of different scenarios all at once, and I'm just doing my best to make something out of that. Also, this card is saying that someone who is close to Trump, it could be Cohen, it could be a couple, Ivanka, Jared, or some other couple, or a friend, which could be Stone, is plotting against Trump. It's a card of someone plotting behind your back. They're plotting, they're scheming, right? To double cross. This person is really skilled at blurring lines, telling lies, creating a network of deceit. And it's someone who wears a false mask of friendship and love. So this is surrounding the issue of connecting Trump with some man, or with Russia, woman in red. It may be, the man might be Julian Assange, or the connection might be between Stone and Lucifer 2.0. Whoever this guy is, or this person or persons is or are, they're bad news for Trump, and they will lie and scheme for as long as they can, but ultimately their plot is to save themselves. So let's go back to Manafort's line. In the around, you know, this, what's coming up this week, we've got the Four of Swords reversed, clarified by melancholia. So maybe around the early midweek, Manafort is going to be coming to reality because a deal or offer is not on the table anymore. He's going to be coming to reality. He's restless to change his condition and to improve his situation. He wants to get out of this isolation, this prison that he's in. He's very, very sad and depressed. He feels like he's lost so much. He's looking back on the past, dwelling on the past about what his life used to be like, and all that he has left and what more he has to lose. He's thinking, all that money, man. I had all that money. He's sad also about his options. But he still has a dream or a fantasy that he's going to eventually get out of this situation and that Trump will save him, because this is someone whose misery is short term. So he hopes that his misery is going to be short-lived and he will soon get out of this situation. And he's so regretful, you know, of his situation, not of what he did. He's plotting some sort of move. Whenever you see a crucifix, there's a plot. At least I think so. These are my own personal meanings for the cards. He's plotting some sort of move, and he doesn't know if he can trust Trump. He's doubting Trump. He's doubting Trump too, just like Mueller is doubting him. He doubts Trump. But he's still hopeful. He may have to do something that will betray Trump. He's sad about that. He's confused. He doesn't really know what he wants to do up till the last minute. He's very confused. But where that's leading, I'm led to... I don't know if you can see me zoom in. I'm led to these cards here. And y'all know, you've seen it before. You saw it on my site. Pleading the Fifth. Looks like he's pleading, right? Hierophant. Number 5. This is a card of law and government. It's also a card of other things. We'll get to that. So, like I said, he's sad about his options, and he's going to have to make some kind of move. He doesn't know what he's going to do up till the very last minute, or not till the very last minute, but I feel like he's considering his options, right? He knows what he's going to do, but yet he's still considering his options. And I think where he ends up going is he ends up pleading the Fifth. The court, this is the investigations line, so let's talk about this. The Hierophant, I think the Hierophant is talking about courts, and this card here is talking about demands. So there's a demand for Manafort to tell the truth. I clarified what this Five of Wands might be talking about, and I got Emilio. Emilio is taking an oath or a swear, right? So I feel like there's a demand to tell the truth, and instead of tell the truth, he's going to plead the Fifth. And also, since this card is here next to Trump's card, Hierophant, with this Emilio, because it links, there's going to be, it links, there was some agreement by Manafort and Trump. Maybe they agreed that Manafort would plead the Fifth. That might have been what they agreed to do, for him to do. I think there was a time after Manafort was indicted where Trump and Manafort talked. So maybe they did that then. Now, this Hierophant in Trump's column tells me that he and Manafort may have had some kind of agreement, but it also, with the Emilio card, it's the card of taking a marriage vow, an oath, but it's also, marriage is a life sentence. So there's some kind of sentencing here, and it might be a life sentence. Manafort may be getting a life sentence, and I don't know if that's this week or coming down the pike, but it looks like he's looking at a life sentence, okay? Manafort is looking down the barrel of this gun. This guy is holding a gun to this guy while he searches the chair. So Manafort is looking down the barrel of a gun. And it's not just Trump that he feels threatened by. He feels threatened by whoever this Hierophant card is, and this is where you know, when I first looked over the cards, I started channeling, and I keep notes of my readings so that I can share it with you guys in an organized manner, because when it first comes out to me, it's all over the place, you know. So what I got here is that this person here, I just feel the word imperial, words imperial master, whatever it is. I feel like this person is insisting upon this pleading the fifth, and so that could be representing Trump, and it could also be representing Russia, because he has like this, I just get this czar feeling, and the Hierophant for me is a very Eastern card, you know, the Oriental card, talking about the Orient, and Russia is kind of an enigma. Russia is considered part of the Orient. So Russia, China, there's some sort of coalition of forces here, and this may sound weird. I'm just going to tell you what I started to channel. There's some sort of coalition of forces here. It could be powerful men, or powerful organized families, or powerful orders, right? The word order comes to mind, and then I noticed the all-seeing eye, Illuminati order symbol is here. But we have a white man in charge, and he's holding the whip and the prize. Oh, wow, he's holding the whip and he's holding the prize. The prize is over the red, and red for me either stands for Russia or it stands for China. And then I'm asking myself, who is this green here? So there's like organized powers here in the center of this reading. And I'm asking myself, who's this green person here? And I'm just like, who on earth is green? You know, I'm thinking aliens. And then I'm seeing the moon, and I'm seeing the stars. And we're talking, I don't know, we're talking weird stuff, weird forces here, guys. You know, I'm just saying. But let's just bring it back to earthly situations. Rather than what's not of this earth. What does this green woman here represent? And then I remembered in this deck of cards, for me the Empress represents America. The blue stars, the red, white, and blue. This is the Empress card in this deck, and look, she's green. So this is representing America. So Russia, or whomever this is holding the whip over America and holding the prize, giving the prize to China. So there's something deep here, a deeper message. May have no relation to Manafort's trial, just something I'd like to share that I saw in the cards. So if this is America, and the moon represents if this is America and the moon represents secrets. Sorry, I gotta zoom out just a little bit. Yeah, that's why I keep losing the cards, and I'm trying to look at my cards and not look at the camera. Okay, so the moon represents secrets. So I feel like America is secretly bowing down to Russia, or to this, this is to be renewed and to be refreshed, the star card. And this is the world, New World Order. The New World Order conspiracy, I guess, is real. That's what I'm getting. There is a New World Order. And America is being forced to comply. And I think China is being given the new power, or at least the economic power. I don't know. But there's someone who's giving that to them. I don't know, guys. Okay. If I should wind up, you know, going dark and not giving you guys any more videos, you know, they might have come got me. Jesus. Wow. I don't mean to sound crazy. I'm just telling you what I see in the cards. And I'm giving you the benefit of looking at the cards and discerning it for yourself. You know, at least I'm giving you the benefit of looking at the cards and discerning the symbolism for yourself. So, when I start channeling like that, I get really dizzy and I start feeling uncomfortable. Even when I'm playing this back to you, I'm getting chills on the back of my neck. But I feel like this is talking about America-Russia connection, and Trump is Trump's will, and it's Russia's will that Manafort plead the Fifth, which I believe he's going to do. The Ace of Swords tells me that whether he accepts a deal by Mueller or whether he pleads the Fifth, either way, Manafort's throat is cut. He's dead either way. Okay. But I'm also seeing that in the future for Manafort with this Ace of Swords, he may talk later. So he may plead the Fifth now, but he might talk later down the road in the future. And it would be to his detriment. Either way, the guy's going down. Because it's too late. Too little, too late. And the powers that be just might... Manafort is... Guys, Manafort might end up dead. I'm just going to say it. He's either going to prison for life or he's going to end up dead. You heard it here. Now I'm looking at this Queen of Swords reversed. But before and this could be talking about prosecuting lawyer, or maybe a prosecution pleas a deal, or appeals a ruling in the future. Okay, talking about different things now. I think we're shifting to Trump and the Supreme Court Justice seat. I think that's where we're shifting. Trump wants to get this judge confirmed as soon as possible. This is Trump's card. This would be like a confirmation ceremony. I think Trump is going to end up getting his wish. He's going to end up getting Kavanaugh on the seat. But I also feel like this is part of what part of Trump's vision, I guess, or maybe other powers' vision. It may not be Trump's vision. Maybe other people, other forces, right, in charge of this. Trump is just going along, right? Part of the vision or the plan is to get this confirmation, this Supreme Court Justice seat. And in talking in terms of Trump, I feel like he's hopeful that this is what will turn things around. If he gets Kavanaugh or someone like Kavanaugh in that seat. So that the SCOTUS will rule in his favor, and I guess clear him of having to go to trial or go to some meeting. Or having to speak to the special counsel, you know. I don't know. Can it happen that soon? That's what he's hoping and wishing for. And in the outcome, he is getting his wish, so he's going to get the judge seat that he wants. Did I say that already in a previous reading? I don't think I did. So there may be something coming up this week around the battle to block confirmation of Kavanaugh. There may be some move to confirm him early, and there might be some battle brewing. It may not all play out this week, guys, but it begins this week. Our side, the prosecution is weak. You know, we can only resist for so long. So I think that Trump ends up getting his pick. But I'm seeing in the future, in the far future, I'm not sure how far down, but I'm seeing in the future that there is a plea to remove, to separate, and to cut this selection, this position. So I think I saw that before, where there's an annulling of this seat. So let's hope. Let's hope. There might be an appeal in the future based on some truth coming out to get this judge removed. I think Trump is going to get him on there, but I think that he's going to end up getting removed. Okay, as of today, that's what I'll say based on these cards. Back to Manafort, Five of Wands. Five of Wands is talking about strong arming here. So this is in the column of the investigation. So the investigation is strong arming Manafort. They're not giving him any other options. They really want the goods on this collusion between Trump and Russia, and they feel Manafort has that information. They're strong arming him. And they're going for blood. They're going for blood. There's also some sort of date or time. Could be a confirmation date or time. It could be talking about setting a time or confirmation date for Putin to come to America and visit. Because this is a meeting. This is a meeting. This is a meeting. And this is a date, setting a date. And when that happens, you'll see America humbled again on its own stage. If it does happen, you'll see America humbled again on its very own stage. Bow down to your master, Trump. Bow down to the new world order. Wow. I never thought I'd be someone spouting this. So, next we have this Two of Wands reversed here. This is talking about world events outside of the Manafort, but affecting Trump. So what is this Two of Wands representing here? Could be representing someone can't make a decision. Two of Wands is about making a decision, going forth on a plan, stretching yourself out, dominating, expanding, gaining new territory. Here, you may have to go to a plan B. You can't make a decision. You're at a crossroads. You're in a dilemma. You don't know what to do. You know whether to stay or to go. You have to switch from plan A to plan B. Okay? And this is in connection to this dubious person or persons over here. You guys still with me? The first message that I'm getting as I look at this is I'm getting that this could be the connection between Stone and the Madam. I don't know why. I'm going to have to do a reading on that, I guess. This could be a connection between Stone and this Madam here. And I'm hearing the words, we've been made. What? We've been made. And so go to plan B, which is to shift, to go to plan B, to shift, to flip. So this could be Stone. Stone might end up flipping. I don't know if it'll be this week, guys, but I feel like there's a plan or a scheme, or there's cunningness that, you know, he's thinking what he has to do. He's got to look at his other options. Huh. I'm going to have to do a Stone reading to make sure. But what I'm seeing is that Stone could be thinking or scheming. He knows that he's been made. Somehow this connection, he has to go to plan B. He has to flip. He didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that, you know. Because as long as I'm getting fed, I'm good. But if worse comes to worse, you know, I got to eat before you eat, dog. So, he's got to look out for number one. This might be more into the future, right? I don't see him flipping right away. I feel like this is more a plan or a scheme. Okay, I think I've made that clear. Okay. I'm really not paying attention to the camera, so I really hope everything is getting caught by the camera, guys. I'm doing my best. But if I focus on the camera, then I lose touch with the reading. What else could this Two of Wands reverse be talking about? Something maybe about a campaign, a plan. I clarified it, and remember this. Wow, where did it go? Okay, I dropped the card. So I clarified this Two of Wands reverse, and I got the enemy, female enemy reversed, right? Witch hunt. Female enemy reversed. This could be representing that Russian agent, Butina. And this could be representing like an NRA rally. They look kind of militant, right? So, how is she connected to it all? She's somehow connected maybe to Stone, to Cohen, to this madam, to Trump, to Russia. She's connected to all of it somehow. I think, whoever this woman is, whether it be Bettina or someone else. This could be a woman who is lashing out. It doesn't have to be it could be a woman who's in collusion with a man. I don't know, right? Just, it's a female energy. So, but let's go with the Bettina story. Let's follow that and see, you know, how the energy flows. If it's Bettina and these are NRA functions, this could be how she's connected to it all. Everybody, Stone, Trump, the Russia collusion, the campaign, NRA funding of the campaign, and the campaign team, the administration. Those that were on Trump's campaign team, they're all in on it. They're all connected to the collusion. There's a network, a big network of people here. The people in Trump's campaign may be involved directly or indirectly via I don't know, NRA funds. This woman, somehow they're all connected to the collusion, so they're all conspiring together. But at the end of the day, I gotta eat for you eat, dog. So this enemy, whoever this female enemy is, or maybe perhaps this guy here, these two men, it could be Cohen, it could be Stone, it could be all of these people, right? They all represent Everybody that I've called out represents a danger to Trump. This person is a very much an imminent danger to Trump, or they are in imminent danger. Okay, these are world events outside of this trial. So I'm just talking in energies here. This energy is connected to it all, connected to a big network of people. And like I said, perhaps that's campaign or NRA related. The enemy represents a real threat, and she is going to be threatened or threatening to flip, to double cross. Stone, Bettina, someone else. Cohen, Jared, Ivanka, the madam. I don't know. Whoever it is, they're going to betray Trump. They're about to strike, right? They're about to strike. Huh, it looks like a strike. But this means they're about to strike, or they're planning to strike. There's a plan. The plan is on hold, right? There's a dilemma. There's some kind of plan that's put on hold. There's a dilemma. Or plot. There's some kind of plot maybe to poison someone's testimony. Or there may be a plot to poison or murder someone, or a plot to trap someone, to blackmail someone. There may be another nerve poison attack that comes up around the end of the week or soon, hopefully not. Or there may be some connection. Somehow some things are connected to this the nerve agent killings. It's just the energies I'm picking up, guys. How it flows. I'm not sure how it's gonna play out. Whoever this person is, they are very cunning, and they are really, really dangerous. So I wanted to know how, excuse me, how Trump's card, the Hierophant, connects to this Two of Wands reversed, and I got the contrariety, displeasure. In this card, a woman is sharing news with someone, and the man is not liking it. He's turning up his nose at this news. He's very disagreeable to this news. So a woman is sharing some information. So it's definitely a woman is sharing some kind of information, right? And they flip. They betray. Because this person just wants to go home. They want to go home. This news may make Trump and Russia upset. When I say Russia, I'm talking about Putin. And somehow it becomes a threat, and Trump is going to be forced or threatened to find a solution for this matter. Preparations are going to be made. Preparations are going to be made. I'm talking about these two cards here now. Let me zoom in. There may be some kind of psychological twist on words, or some sort of action to try and defame or slander the testimony of this woman, or someone's testimony. Something going on with this situation over here. But this card also tells me that for Trump, he's in a bad situation this week, and it says his situation is going to get even worse, right? Due to this situation going on over here. And this shit here. A worse situation gets worse. Ace of Swords. Let's sum up the reading, guys, because I'm tired and I'm not sure if I'm just babbling now. Let's go to the outcome cards. Now, this is short-term outcome for the week, but it could also be talking further into, I've already mentioned some further into the future stuff based on these cards, so let's just try and keep it to what's going to happen at the end of the week, right? I'll do my best. The Ace of Swords here as Manafort's conclusion card. Oh, sorry. Talking and not showing you the cards. This is Manafort's conclusion card here. Ace of Swords. So that's all I can see right now. I feel like what this is saying is one struggle is going to end for Manafort, but a new struggle is going to begin. So perhaps by taking the action, pleading the fifth, or taking a deal, somehow he gets some kind of temporary relief. But down the road, there will be new trials coming, and the action that he takes now is going to be to his detriment later. And there could be a sentence coming down the road. It could be a life sentence, or it could be, you know, someone cut his throat, like a death, like he could get killed. He could get killed with a T at the end. All right. So I'm very drawn to the blood on this knife, because normally when I have the Ace of Swords, especially as an outcome card, it's a yes, it's a confirmation, and it's a victory card. But because I'm so drawn to the blood, and I'm using the depiction of the cards to help me tell the story, I'm relying more on that more so than the meanings of the cards. I would have to say Manafort ends up, and this is further into the future, I'm not saying it's the end of this week, but he's going to end up with a life sentence, dead or in prison for life. I clarified this card with pleasant pastime reversed, and this is a card of a party, but reversed, the party's over, you know, party's over. So I feel good about how I interpreted it, and we are no longer entertained. So Queen of Swords as an outcome for the investigation, Queen of Swords reverse. This is prosecution. This is could be representing a prosecuting lawyer on the team. It could represent the entire prosecution. Whatever it is, this energy cuts out the bullshit. It's not taking any bullshit, and there is some sort of separation, severing, divorcing, or accusation that is made from their end. Maybe a prosecution lawyer is getting a divorce. Maybe there may be some sort of divorce here happening in someone's marriage between Manafort or a prosecution lawyer. That might be coming into play. Or this could be talking about maybe a lawyer could be getting separated or taken off a case. There may be some sort of separation coming up. We got the Widow card, which once again confirms Manafort's dead either way. Okay. Now, who is this? Who is this Queen of Swords? She could be a female lawyer. I clarified and I got the female consultant, which does confirm this is a female lawyer. She's next to the Star card, which can represent she could be a famous female lawyer. She's somehow coming into the picture, and she's connecting to, she's bringing in stuff that's somehow related, right? This female lawyer. There's some kind of a discovery here in Trump's column. There's some sort of a legal discovery that comes out about Trump, right? It could be coming via this female lawyer or prosecuting lawyer. There's some sort of discovery that is made in this trial or about Trump. This female lawyer may have some evidence, or she holds some kind of key or a solution. That's all I can figure out. It may be a crucial connection, something having to do with the this is Russia and this is probing. He's probing the chair, so something has to do with the Russian probe. But the widow talks about a lack of trust. The widow talks about a lack of trust, and then this is like, could be some sort of legal sentencing or testimony or legal request. Something gets thrown out or cut out or canceled due to a lying. There's lack of trust that this is truth. Guys, I know I'm talking very cryptic now. A woman could be filing for separation or divorce, like I said, also from a lawyer. Maybe it has something to do with the defense team or the prosecution team. I'm not sure. Star, as a shorter outcome for Trump, he's got a mixed bag outcome for this week. He's going to be getting some kind of wish or a victory in the near future. That could be in regards to SCOTUS. And he's feeling very confident that via SCOTUS he will get cleared and he will get a victory over his legal troubles, right? And he's putting hope and faith and trust in that. And he's searching for a solution to his problems. He's looking down the barrel of a gun, Trump himself. He's being forced to do something about a situation over here, which I mentioned to you guys. Remember what all that might mean. I'm not going to repeat it. He may be being forced to do something about this situation over here, maybe about this Butina chick, via Russia power, control, dominance, or order, right? As far as this discovery goes, I asked, what is this about? I got the victory card reversed. So, it tells me the solution that Trump is supposed to find. He's going to have some failure in that, which he will regret. Also, it's telling me whomever or whatever he is putting his faith or trust in is actually going to end up betraying him, or it's going to be annulled. And then strength as a final outcome. There's some kind of show of force to control a situation, a bully or a threat. Somebody is restraining themselves, holding themselves back. Maybe this is just talking about this person, like I said, is scheming to flip because they feel they've been made, or they can't, you know, they got to do what they got to do for themselves now. But for now, they may be holding themselves back from doing this. Somebody may be bullied or threatened. Right? Any of these people may be feeling bullied, threatened, or harassed. Their cards are talking about, and I know I'm being cryptic, we'll just see how it plays out. Somebody may experience a raid or a frisk or a raid of their private home, private life, private offices. If they haven't been raided already, I guess there's maybe a new raid down the road, and it could involve Cohen, Stone, this madam, somebody in the NRA, I don't know, Butina, I don't know. There's some kind of Frisco raid that the cards are kind of calling my attention to. So that's all I can see for now, guys. You can hear in my voice that I'm a bit tired. It's too much to process, which is why you have to take Trump in small doses, which is why I have to look at it from a shorter term perspective, which is why it seems much more scary and more doom and gloom than when I looked at it from a further down perspective prior in my other readings. So don't lose faith. We're just, you know, it's just so much that it gets too crazy to even try and predict or correlate if you go too far down the road, at least from how I read the cards. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much for your time and patience. Thank you for your donations and your support. Thank you for your likes, comments, and shares, and God bless everyone.